Zuby is a fucking idiot, okay? Now, I've been aware of Zuby for some time. However, I've only recently seen, like, for some reason, like, a bunch of his takes have been showing up in my timeline. I think it's everyone sort of, like, fucking with him and quote tweeting him and stuff like that. But what I wanted to look at, right, is, like, he's had some, like, real galaxy brain takes. You know, like real galaxy brain shit that I wanted to look at, okay? And I just wanted to talk about some of them. I'm talking like 2016. In fact, I tweeted about it earlier. Like 2016 skeptic era shit, you know? Like real shit tier stuff. So I wanted to have a quick look through some of his takes. And then I'd want to dig out one of his like podcasts or something where we actually hear him speak live. And we can watch him intellectually debase himself on YouTube, okay? I keep hearing about... Okay, so this is his pinned tweet. So when someone pins a tweet, that's normally an indication that they think that's the best they've got. I keep hearing about how biological men don't have any physical strength advantage over women in 2019. So watch me destroy the British women's deadlift record without trying. Yeah. Well, guess what? You're not on fucking hormones and your body hasn't been, you know, sort of... Your male development hasn't been reversed by fucking hormones. So, obviously... Is that what he's talking about? I guess that's what he's talking about. Yeah, so we're straight in with some transphobia, right? Straight away. I keep hearing how biological men don't have any physical strength advantage over women in 2019. So anyway, complete bullshit. Complete idiot. Bit of transphobia to get started. And then, I identified as a woman while sifting the weight. Don't be a bigot. Oh, haha, very funny. I identify as... The one joke rears its head straight away. We've not even got past the first tweet yet and I'm already cringing. Okay? This is going to be difficult. Do people not understand how much HRT fucks you the body? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Zuby and Tom McDonald probably do hang out. Zuby could probably pick up a few tips on lyrics from Tom McDonald, to be honest. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I just saw something absolutely cringe. No fucking way! I didn't know this was on here. I've just seen something. Did anyone else see that? Did you see the sneak peek that I just saw? No fucking way. No way. This can't be real. This can't be fucking real. Okay, you ready? He framed a fucking tweet. Oh my god. I didn't know this was on here. This is the first time I'm finding out about this information. Look, he's put a tweet on his fucking wall as a decoration. Oh my god. That's insanely embarrassing, dude. Why would you share this? Yes! We have been blessed by the cringe lords. That is the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. In fact, that's the tweet. Let's get it out there. That is fucking hilarious. I honestly, look, this was done what? It was being retweeted. I had no idea that this was on here. I looked briefly at his Twitter account earlier, but I had no idea. Fuck, I've got to follow Zuby. I'm sorry. But this is incredible. I can't be missing out on this much cringe. Right, we're 2 tweets in. We've had some transphobic cringe. We've had some straightforward cringe. This is going so well already. I can't believe it. But what is he shouting out here? Bindle. I don't know what that means. I'm confused. A great physique will do more for your attractiveness and confidence than any item of clothing or accessory. Invest in your body. You only get one. That's pretty just stop being fat type shit. Oh, I'm gonna sell over 1 million books. Watch me do it. Watch us help you. Isn't his book like what? His book's like 40 pages long, isn't it? Or something like that. Is that right? Oh no, it's 60. I think it's 60 pages long. Oh, and yeah. So his book is an ebook, but he does this little grift where he said it's normally like $70 or something. I guess, is that right? Is that right? $70? $39. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Look, it's 66 pages long. $39 for a 66-page book. And what's so funny about it is that he'll have it on at $39, but then he'll do this thing where he tweets out and it's like, I will do an exclusive, like 40 copies for $25. Yeah, look, it's obviously... But he'll say, I've got an exclusive 20 copies for $25. And it's like it's a fucking ebook. It's not like you're going to run out of ebooks. Look at that. Oh my God. What? You want evidence about whether my book works? Let me just show you this. And this is a picture of this him like that. Imagine like you're talking to him and you're like, oh yeah, well how does your book actually work? And Zuby's like, you want some proof as to whether my book works? And he just rips off his shirt and stands there like that. There's your evidence, mate. Right there. Fuck me. Yeah, the Communist Manifesto. Yeah, this is like the right-wing grifter version of the Communist Manifesto. He's got his stats as well. Anyway, just quite a funny little aside there. I'm going to sell over 1 million books. Watch me do it. Okay, what else have we got then? No, it looks kind of boring. Oh God, he's standing for billionaires. Okay, let's look. Yes, yeah, so this is a McDonald's. Put your shirt back on. Yeah. Who are the world's biggest employers? Who invented these tools? And then obviously PCs, Macs, blah, blah, blah. Connect the dots and I think you'll find that billionaires are quite useful. What's this? Look, we've got a quote tweet tunnel here. Billionaires actually make it easier for the average person to become a millionaire. What the fuck is he talking about? But people are so blinded by their envy that they haven't realised this. They'd rather complain about billionaires existing via apps created by billionaires. Ironically, Matt Ball's comic. We should improve society somewhat. Yet you live in a society. That comic will never stop being useful. Never. Never. That'll always be relevant. Yeah, no, exactly. So he's wrong in what he's saying anyway. Like, the internet was created by the government. The internet was created by government, and it was a way of allowing... I can't remember. I'm not going to go into it because I don't know enough about it to say with certainty and confidence. But here's the thing. Who are the world's biggest employers? Fucking ridiculous. It's like Bernie shit with him on the first class plane. Yeah, it's exactly that. It's exactly that. I love this as well. When someone tweets out an absolutely garbage take and then they're like, oh, my mentions. My poor mentions. Shit. Anyway, look, I don't want to see him quote tweeting all these fucking things. I want to see the I want to see the pure takes. No, there's some better ones than this. Oh yeah, this was a good one. This was a good one. The Saudi government. Hang on, for fuck's sake! All these quote tweets. This is it. This is the original take. So I grew up in a country with 0% income tax, 0% sales tax, and free healthcare at the point of service. I thought it was normal until I came to the West. So this may inform some of my views on taxation. I grew up in Saudi Arabia. I know most Westerners only hear about the bad parts, but there are many upsides to how they do things there. It's pretty unique. Most Westerners who go there don't want to leave. In fact, I'll try to get someone from Saudi Arabia on my podcast because people are incredibly clueless about the country as a whole. Would that interest you? Oh, for fuck's sake, I always make this mistake. Sorry. Just remind me. Just shout at me to do it. So yeah, just a little bit of standing for Saudi Arabia. I'm not sure how the rest of the right-wing grifter sphere will feel about that because they've got some pretty strong views about Saudi Arabia normally, you know? Venezuela, but not room temperature IQ. Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, I don't know enough about Saudi Arabia and how it's set up and how it functions economically. Shit, it's got the largest economy. Here we go, the economy of Saudi Arabia. There's some nice buildings, aren't they? Yeah, Saudi Arabia is a theocracy, exactly. It's an Islamist theocracy. Wahhabism, I believe. We talked about this on stream. We had Focus Break, who was born in Saudi Arabia, on. And we were talking about Saudi Vision 2030. And there was some disagreement about how realistic it is and how it's going to go. And they've got a lot of valuable natural resources. Oh God, this is why I don't read anything. This is why I never fucking read anything. It's too boring. Look at this. Do people really expected to read this? Real estate, private sector. Anyway, it's all Greek to me. It's all fucking Greek to me. Saudi Arabia is North Korea light. You don't have a ton of rights, but some of the oil money is used to pay for social policies so people don't build guillotines. Right, okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought it was going to be, is some of the, kind of like, before, what's it called? With Gaddafi. Fuck, what's the name of the country? Gaddafi. Libya. Kind of like Libya, yeah? So it's a similar concept to Libya, is that right? Where some of the excess wealth accumulated from the natural resources is used for social programs to benefit the populace. Yeah, exactly. Wahhabism. Yeah, Saudi Arabia is fucking awful in terms of its social policies. But yeah, that's what, you saying that, give me a bit of confidence there. I think it's a bit like Libya in terms of how it operates. Yeah, so it's richer than Libya, sure, but the concept is the same. They reinvest excess wealth from the natural resources into social programs so you've got on the one hand restrictive social policies, but that's balanced by the fact that you've got some sort of you've got like some social democracy economic policies, I guess is the way to put it. Yeah. So it is like an Islamist theocracy. So yeah, so it's got good economic policies, but that is purely down to the fact that they've fortunately got all these natural resources that they can utilise. Yeah, I don't know what he's expecting here. I don't know what he wants. Interesting. So yeah, moving on. Moving on, baby. Let's see what else he's got to say. Yeah, exactly. It's not like you're going to move to Saudi Arabia just for the hell of it. Normally, that you've got some sort of prominent position, and you've got I presume you've got like a fairly well paid job. In fact, I think that it's considered like a slightly elevated risk to go to Saudi Arabia. I think the UK government, I don't think it's like completely 100% safe. Oh yeah, no, it's not so bad, but on the southern border, because obviously the stuff with Yemen at the moment. Yeah, so don't go within 10 kilometres of Yemen. So yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Do the rich get taxed? Tax policy. Saudi Arabia. So yeah, there's no personal tax at all. There's no personal tax whatsoever. There's no personal income tax in Saudi Arabia. A flat income tax rate of 20% applied to the tax-adjusted profit of resident non-Saudi. So if you're not a Saudi, if you're a resident but you're not from Saudi Arabia, you have to pay some sort of tax, flat tax. Interesting. Anyway, moving on. Let's see what other takes we can dig up here. This is just like taxation is theft shit, right? My political views and social views are very different. This seems to confuse a lot of people. Political and social views are intertwined, though. Like, it's impossible to unintertwine the two of them. They're linked intrinsically together. Socially liberal, fiscally conservative. A classic meme. What's this?
Overnight success.
Yeah, I even think that's an understatement.
For sure.
I think 100%. It's like 15 to 20.
Yeah, man.
Most people anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So
this looks like just music shit. Why would anyone talk to Zuby about music shit? He's a complete failure when it comes to music. Yeah, Elias Twitter account. F's in chat for Elias. She's saying he's Grifter, yeah. So yeah, that's that billionaire take again. Watching multi-millionaires decry the greed of billionaires is my new favourite genre. What? Who's doing that? Which multi-millionaire is decrying the greed of billionaires? Oh yeah, this is the one I tweeted about. This is a good one. There's no such thing as free healthcare or free college. Medical staff and educators need to be paid. That money needs to come from somewhere. Oh my God, I didn't realise that. Shit. Bernie isn't a multi-millionaire. That's ridiculous. They can be free at the point of service, but not free. I think this distinction is important. I mean, yeah. When someone says free healthcare or free college, it's shorthand. for free at the point of service. It doesn't mean that people literally think that you should just be, there's an understanding that people need to be paid somewhere, right? It's like when Ben Shapiro talks about, well, I don't believe in free healthcare because it literally means someone could come to my door, put a gun to my wife's head and demand she treats them for free. Totally absurd. Totally fucking absurd. This is 2016 level anti-SJW shit right now that we're looking at. Well, this is 2016 here, cringe on my timeline, yeah. Yeah, imagine thinking people who want free healthcare and tuition don't know this. Unless you are complete, I can't think of a single person that I know of that literally thinks free means literally free, as in money changes hands at no point in the procedure. But yeah, no, Bernie's not a multi-millionaire. He's just, this is the thing that's frustrating about the whole situation. It's like, Bernie is like, 78, I think? And he's worked in government for decades. And he has accrued over his lifetime a certain amount of money that he's been able to, in the grand scheme of things, create a relatively humble existence for himself. A couple of houses. I think he's got like 500k in liquid assets or something like that. It's something that I read. I'm not sure how accurate that is. And again, it just goes back to the whole, you live in a society but you want to improve it. It's the same meme again and again and again with these people. Should graduate degrees be free too? If you ever encounter a person like this and don't have an option to slowly back away and not interact, just say you want free healthcare the same way you have free military. True! Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Bernie got most of his money from the book he wrote like 2 years ago. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with being in your, late 70s and having, a little bit of wealth accumulated. We'll watch one of his videos in a sec and see what that's all about. HRT can actually increase bone density. Hormonal levels are the only difference between male and females. This is elementary biology. Why the fuck would you listen to a failed rapper about fucking biology? Seriously. It's fucking ridiculous. At least it didn't get loads of fucking likes, I guess. Leftist Bernie bros always like to call out Trump for lying about his policies, but they never give him credit for being super consistent on wanting to bang his own daughter. That's fucking brilliant. True. Anyway, look, I've had enough of looking through this dipshit's tweets. Let's dig out one of his videos. Let's dig out one of his videos and see what he's all about, okay? Tom Anderson. Fuck it, I'm so stupid sometimes. Most of the time. Look, this dude's only got 26k subscribers. But he's got like... Fuck. I guess people just follow him for his great Twitter takes. I want to see him getting interviewed. Oh my God. Look at these. Look at the views on these. Fuck me. My videos get more views than that in 10 hours. Fuck. Ooh, Dan Crenshaw. That's interesting.
I'd like to present a product to you that's made a massive difference to my daily routine. So I recently subscribed to the Morning Navigator newsletter.
This is an advert within the video, right? View shaming. Yeah, I'll fucking view shame a grifter. Fucking too right. I don't give a fuck. They following someone feel leftist, yeah. Look, I'm not a racist. I follow Zuby on Twitter, okay? I just think black people have got lower IQs than white people. But I'm not racist because I follow Zuby on Twitter, so that's not possible. But, you know, black people commit more crimes. Oh, but I'm not racist because have you seen my follow list? Like, I follow Zuby and I follow Candace Owens as well.
Written by Tony Greer, who is a 30-year veteran trader in the financial markets.
Okay, look, I don't want to see a fucking
I think
advert.
It's very important to be code Zuby, Z-U-B-Y, at checkout to get $100 off. Go to tgmacro.com today and sign up for your free trial. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world? I would like to welcome you back to Real Talk with Zuby. And today we have got on a very, very special guest. This is Texan Republican Congressman and former Navy SEAL, Mr. Dan Crenshaw. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
It's an honor, man. It's a great pleasure to have you on the show. So I know you're at a convention right now. What are you in the middle of?
Oh, good question. So we're at the Texas Public Policy Foundation Policy Summit. That is a state-level think tank for conservative policy making, and they bring in experts in all sorts of fields, and we have pretty in-depth discussions on the different topics. They just had me up on stage. I was asking me a variety of questions, mostly focused on healthcare. Okay. As you know, we have quite the healthcare debate in this country, mm-hmm. and so focusing on that and energy policy, environmental policy, things like that.
I got you, man. So for people who may be listening to this, I've got a lot of listeners in the U.S., but also a lot of listeners here in the U.K. and worldwide as well. So can you give a quick introduction on who you are and how you came to be where you are right now?
Sure. So I started out my life near where you're at, actually, in Aberdeen, Scotland. That's where I was born.
Oh, shit. I didn't know Dan Crenshaw, Budget Solid Snake, was born there. Okay, can I just say something? I don't know if I've said this on stream before, but referring to Dan Crenshaw's gaping eye socket as a cum hole or a fuck socket or a gender neutral toilet is incredibly disrespectful. So I please ask you, do not refer to Dan Crenshaw's gaping eye socket as a cum hole, okay? That's really unfair. Oh shit, I've got a meme. I've got a meme about Dan Crenshaw I did ages ago that's pretty good. I'll just play this for a bit and try and find it, okay?
Connection to the UK. Other than that, my dad had just taken his first job there, overseas job. He worked in the oil and gas industry. So Aberdeen's obviously a hub for that. I grew up in Houston, Texas, and my dad's side of the family goes back 6 generations in Texas. So that's where I'm really from. I've lived all over the world, actually, because of my dad's job. So I went to high school in Bogota, Colombia, actually. I always wanted to be a Navy SEAL. And
of course he did.
Right now, you're not listening to this.
He always wanted to slaughter brown children. That was his dream. He used to jerk his dick raw at the thought of dead brown bodies all around him. Gavin. Thanks for following. Thanks for following on that line. Is it a cum hole though? Basically, if he takes his eye patch off, it is literally full of cum. Cum just flows out of his eye socket. Basically, at the Senate, all of the other Republican senators gather round and jerk their dick into his eye socket. That's why they call him Cum Socket Dan. That's his nickname around the Senate. No, it's all good. So you followed a pretty obscene moment. That was what I thought was quite funny. Did you see the thing about Sam being about Crenshaw? He got muted off Twitch for a week. Yeah, I know. Like I say, don't be rude about his cum socket, okay? I'm reporting rumours. I don't know if it's true. I'm quite a small streamer as well, so. We're all classy streamers here on Twitch. Yeah, exactly. Oh, sorry. Am I not being civil enough for you? Would you like me to engage in some civility? Is that what you're saying?
On the podcast, then you see I got an eye patch, and that's because I was wounded in Afghanistan in 2012.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, no, sorry. I was laughing at something else. I'm not laughing at the thought of him being injured. I'm not laughing at the thought of his eye getting blown the fuck out of his head. I'm not laughing at that, just to be clear, okay? God, that looked a bit bad, didn't it? I'm not laughing at that.
I was a SEAL for 10 years. I actually served a couple more deployments even after I was wounded in a different kind of role. I had not thought about politics. Well, maybe we thought about it when I say we, my wife and I, but it wasn't a goal. It wasn't, we had no path there. And then I did my master's degree after I was medically retired from the Navy, went to Harvard. And studied policy because I wanted to stay in some kind of.
I found the meme. Hang on, wait, sorry. I'll put it onto my Discord
and focus on some kind of policy issue. I wasn't exactly sure what that looked like. Probably national security related because that was my background. And then as soon as I was about to take a job in the Department of Defense, the next day I was running for Congress back home because my predecessor Ted Poe suddenly announced retirement. We had a few months till the primary election, so we had to get it all together. And
this is very
really
boring.
Ran an against all odds campaign. This was I am the exception.
Is there more interesting shit?
Wealthy, I don't have any rich friends. My family just doesn't come from that kind of network. So, but we did have a window of opportunity, and we jumped through the window of opportunity.
Awesome. And it seems like you really gained a lot of popularity with the younger demographic, and a lot of your focus has been, I mean, let's be frank, it's the same here in the UK. Labour has a total stranglehold on the youth of the UK, and in the US, the Democratic
Who is this Bond villain?
Party has a pretty firm.
Which one, Zuby or Dan Crenshaw?
As people get older, as they get married, as they start to pay taxes, work jobs, all that, they tend to become more conservative, both socially and economically as well. So how did you reach out to that demographic, and how are you continuing to reach that younger demographic in particular, and how important do you think that is?
It's hugely important. I think most of my effort is...
Okay, you ready for this meme? You can't hear them? Oh shit, sorry. You're not missing much, to be honest. Anyway, look, check out my fucking meme that I did, okay? That's to cover up his cum addiction. Oh, the one with the eye patch is Dan Crenshaw. He's a Republican senator. He's a piece of shit. Right, look, check this out. Check it. Check it. Faux veteran, stolen valor, cum fiasco. Gangbang cum responsible for eye socket fucktastrohe, says Crenshaw. I really feel like I've got to retweet this. That was such a good meme. That was such a good meme. I'm going to retweet. I'm going to do it again. Fuck it. There we go. One sec, people. Sorry. Watching Zuby chat with Dan Crenshaw. That's some all 34 shit right there. I can't remember why I did that. I think it was something to do with I can't remember. It was in the news or something like that. Anyway, that's just the sort of memes I do, okay? Oh, come on, man. Oh, I finally got it. Come as in come. There we go. Classic. Absolute classic. I'm sorry, but I just feel this is so boring. We might have to skip through a bit.
Towards the youth. Also, it's fun.
Yeah.
I like to have fun while I'm doing this job. They're close to my age. I mean, somebody in their 60s is further from me in age than a teenager. I'm 35, so it's I speak the same language. We have sort of the get it.
I think you just lost all your Lumi reviewers, possibly. Yeah. Are there any Lumi reviewers still here? Yes, excellent. Thank God. I'm sorry for being spicy. Okay, it's just what I do. Just what I do. Anyway, look, follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. That's if you want spicy memes. Fell asleep and woke up to this stream. Imagine waking up to me talking about Dan Grenshaw's cum socket. Holy shit. Right, there we go. You did, yeah, you did. So I'll take that as an acceptance of the content I'm currently putting out.
And and you're right, like you said, you tend to vote more left wing when you're younger, and we hope become more conservative as they get older. But that's not even clear. The reality is, an aside, and politics is so divisive these days. I was saying when we wear red and blue jerseys, and I started in the UK. There's the Conservative and Labour Party. Is there associated with that?
Yeah, it's the same colors too. It's just inverted.
It is?
Yeah, Conservative is
really?
blue. Conservative is blue. Labour is red.
Oh, right, we're talking about the colours of political parties now. Wow, what great content. This is fucking boring. Get to the fucking good stuff.
As you noted, and they'll scoff at that, right? My critics will scoff at that. They'll say, "Oh, are you really afraid of a tyrannical government? Is that? Come on, that's absurd." Well, yeah, maybe now it might be absurd now, but we didn't expect World War II to happen the way it did.
As a fucking Republican, he is the fucking tyrannical government. Do you know what I mean?
Right, that was a slow boil. Right, in the 1930s, everybody was like, "Oh, well, what's wrong with it? You know, it's not that bad." And then they took guns away, right? And then they implemented these socialist policies. And yes, Nazi Germany was a socialist country. It wasn't the international communism the Soviets were, but it was fundamentally a socialist workers' party. And they did this slowly, and it happened over time. And then all of a sudden, it went really.
Yeah, this is anyone actually enjoying this? I'm not getting anything out of this at all. This is one of the most boring videos I've ever watched on stream. It's basically a fucking grifter circle jerk. Is that all the Zuby's content is? Watch Hank Johnson talk about Guam. What? That seems a bit random. I want to watch one of his music videos. Let's watch another one of his music videos. Come on. That's what... Look. Breaking down a conversation with Dan Crenshaw is cringe and unbased, right? Watching Zuby's music videos back to back, that's what the kind of content I'm all about, okay? Yeah, it's absurd.